Hello, welcome to NAB 2015. My name is Tim Siddons. I'm Channel Sales Director at Blackmagic Design. Here at the show this year we have 38 new announcements from Blackmagic, so there's a lot to talk about. Over the next few minutes I'll take you through the key announcements. So the first thing I want to talk about is our new sensor. Over the last 12 months we spent a lot of time and energy developing a new sensor technology. This is a custom designed sensor from Blackmagic Design, and it's a 4.6K resolution sensor. Super 35 size and global shutter, and it has 15 stops of dynamic range. This is the closest sensor that we've ever had access to and ever manufactured that gets us close to that traditional film look. It's an absolutely beautiful sensor. Now, when we originally launched our 4K products with the Ursa camera, we said at the time that camera would have an upgradable sensor. This year at the show we're announcing that this brand new sensor is available as an upgrade to Ursa. So if you own an Ursa, if you're shooting on Ursa now, in August that sensor will become available and will be available to you for just $2,000. And you'll be able to remove the 4K sensor from your Ursa and add in this brand new sensor. So if you own an Ursa, if you've made that investment already, then that future-proof technology is going to last with you for a very long time. In addition, we've added that sensor into our new camera. This is the Ursa Mini. Now, the Ursa Mini has been designed for the solo shooter, the single shooter, the person who wants a smaller camera that's lighter weight, maybe on the shoulder, run and gun, but still capable of capturing those beautiful filmic-looking images that Blackmagic Design are so well known for. So we've launched two versions of this camera. We have the new version with the 4.6K sensor, but we've also included another version which has the original 4K sensor at a slightly lower cost. This camera is a brand new design, and within the beautiful design of the Mini, we've incorporated a brand new magnesium chassis with the intention of making the overall camera a lot lighter. As a result, the Ursa Mini is much lighter than the original Ursa. In fact, around a third of the weight. The Ursa Mini weighs about 2.5 kilograms, so it's easy to use, easy to work with, easy to put into more difficult, smaller locations, and of course much more versatile and much more portable. To complement the Ursa Mini, we've also included a range of accessories, and as you can see on the camera behind me, there's a handle on the top, we have a shoulder mount on the side. If I rotate the camera around you can see it. So we have a shoulder mount and also an arm, so that you can use the camera as shoulder mounted camera. Built into the shoulder mount are also tripod mounts. So you don't need to add a separate tripod plate. The tripod plate is built into the shoulder mount. And that's available as an accessory kit for the camera for just $395. So it makes it very easy to customize the camera and very easy to work with the camera in different environments. Also on the camera you'll notice we've added rosettes. And these rosettes allow you to add accessories to the camera. One of the accessories that's supplied with the camera is this little lank control. And this lank control comes with the camera in the box, so you can attach it to the side. However, when you add the shoulder mount kit, you can then move the lank control into a more comfortable shooting position. Other features of the camera which will be important are its lens options. Traditionally we've always shot on EF, and this camera is available as an EF camera. For an additional $500, it's also available as a PL, so you can choose whichever lenses are most suitable for the ones that you own. In addition, the camera shoots CFast. In order for us to capture 4K RAW, especially with a high dynamic range and that 12-bit depth, we need to make sure we can record the data quickly enough. So CFast is supported on this camera too. And you'll notice on the side, there's a pop-out viewfinder. This screen is a 5-inch high-definition OLED display. So it gives you an absolutely beautiful view of what it is you're framing and what you're shooting for. The 4.6K sensor also has enough resolution to shoot DCI. In fact, higher than resolution than DCI. So it gives you a lot of variation, a lot of flexibility to go out and shoot different formats. It also will shoot anamorphic, and it has that ability because you have that higher resolution sensor. In addition to the viewfinder, there's some other extra features that we've added into the Ursa Mini that really make it a practical shooting camera. First of those is we've added two customizable function buttons on the side of the camera, which can be customized to anything that you want them to perform, and you can do that within the software. Another cool feature that we've added into the Mini is a GPS and accelerometer. And just above the top of the camera, where the XLR inputs are for the audio, is a small GPS chip. And that allows the camera then to record into metadata both location positioning of the camera, but also the camera's position in 3D space, so that the metadata will record things like camera angle, yaw, and position, so that when you take that content then into a 3D compositing application, you know exactly the position of that camera when it took the shot, so you can match it in a 3D space. And that data is written into the metadata of the file. So when it's taken into DaVinci Resolve or into Fusion, you instantly have access to accurate camera data. So there's a few little things that we've added into this that we've thought about that really make this a very special camera. You'll also notice attached to the camera is a viewfinder. And this is the new Blackmagic design Ursa viewfinder. Let me take you through some of the details. First thing, in terms of connectivity, we wanted this to be as open standard as possible. So you'll notice on the side that connectivity for the viewfinder is SDI. Power for the viewfinder is a standard 12-volt XLR jack. So it means that I can use this finder on any camera, not just on a Blackmagic camera, but it makes it very easy to use. In terms of features of the viewfinder, it has a high-definition OLED display. Now that means when you look through the viewfinder, you can't see the pixels. This viewfinder is as close to an optical viewfinder as I've ever seen. It's absolutely beautiful when you look through. In addition, we've added a number of programmable buttons to the viewfinder on the top, which you can see, and these can be programmed to whatever functions you want them to perform on the Ursa. There's also an inbuilt digital focus chart. So when you open the focus chart in the viewfinder, you can adjust the diopter to ensure that it's set perfectly for your eye. So when you're focusing the camera, you know that every single shot's going to be in focus. You'll also notice there's a tally light on the front, and underneath there's an eye sensor. And the eye sensor notices when you're coming close to the viewfinder and activates the OLED display. And then when you've moved away, over a period of time, it will turn the OLED off. And the reason we do that is to protect the life of the OLED, which have a limited lifespan. So you know, by investing in a viewfinder like this, we've designed it to make it last as long as possible and also be of highest possible quality. This viewfinder is intended to ship in August for both Ursa and for Ursa Mini, and will be priced at $1,495. The Ursa Mini itself is intended on shipping late July. There's two versions. The EF version will be shipping, EF 4K version will be shipping at $2,995. The EF 4.6K version will be shipping at $4,995. The PL version of each will cost $500 more, so it's quite easy to work out. That way it's going to be available in late July.